Behold the future. The Wall-E MVP. It's a story about building products that matter.
What if I told you that one of Pixar's biggest successes taught us everything we need to know about building MVPs? And the lesson came from a movie where the main character doesn't speak for 40 minutes. This is the story of Wall-E, and why your product is probably doing it backwards. Once upon a time, Pixar had a problem. They needed to make a movie about a lonely trash-compacting robot on an abandoned Earth. No talking, no witty banter, no exposition. Most studios would panic and immediately add a talking sidekick, heavy narration, or complex dialogue. But Pixar? They did the opposite. Every day, product teams make the same mistake. They think, more features equals better product. Complexity equals sophistication. So they build products cluttered with features nobody uses. Products too complex to understand. Products lost in their own noise. Sound familiar? In Wall-E, the humans represent this perfectly over-engineered lives, automated everything, constant screens. They had all the conveniences and zero purpose. Soul-crushing comfort. One day, Pixar made a radical decision. Strip everything away. Instead of building a space epic, they built something else. A silent character study about a lonely robot forming a connection with a cockroach. 40 minutes, zero dialogue, pure visual storytelling. This was their minimum viable product, not half finished. Just half there. And here's the thing. If this didn't work, nothing else would. Because of that constraint, they were forced to innovate. Without dialogue, Wall-E's binocular eyes became his emotional language. Curiosity, loneliness, hope, the puppy effect. His boxy, rusty design wasn't just aesthetic. It was the story. He's literally a trash compactor. The dirt showed his history. Every detail had purpose. And sound design became vocabulary. Chirps, beeps, mechanical music. The fire extinguisher scene? Physics and music expressing pure joy. No words needed. Constraints didn't limit them. Constraints made them brilliant. Because of that innovation, the movie proved its value immediately. Within 40 minutes, audiences everywhere, regardless of language, connected with a rust-covered box that couldn't talk. The fire extinguisher scene demonstrated the entire value proposition. Two vastly different machines falling in love through physics and beauty alone. This was the validation moment. If audiences couldn't connect with a silent robot in 40 minutes, the entire movie would fail. But they did connect, which meant everything else would work. Until finally, Wall-E became a masterclass in product development. Here's the lesson. Wall-E survived because Pixar didn't try to build a space epic first. They built a silent character study and layered the universe on top of that solid, emotional foundation. Simplicity plus purpose beats feature bloat every single time. So what does this mean for your product? Let me break it down. Wall-E stripped to core emotion. A lonely robot connecting with a cockroach. You need to strip to core value. What's the one thing users must feel or do? Wall-E removed the crutch. Zero dialogue for 40 minutes. You need to ask, what feature are you leaning on that's hiding weak UX? Wall-E proved value fast. The fire extinguisher scene in the first act. You need to ask, can users experience the magic in 5 minutes? Wall-E layered complexity later. Space setting, EVE, the axiom, all built on top. You need to add features only after the emotional core is solid. 5 principles from Wall-E's MVP. 1. Strip to the emotional core. If it doesn't serve the core value, cut it. 2. Constraints breed innovation. Removing dialogue forced Pixar to invent revolutionary visual storytelling. 3. Prove value immediately. Great MVPs demonstrate their promise in minutes, not months. 4. Form follows function. Every design choice should serve emotional or functional purpose. 5. Build on solid foundations. Layer complexity only after the core experience is unshakable. And the moral of the story is, don't build the space epic first. Build the silent character study. Then layer the universe on top of that solid, emotional foundation. Start with what matters. Build everything else around it. Build products with heart. Like Wall-E, start simple, stay focused, layer thoughtfully.